Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's another Mythic Monday. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Mythic Legions Thraice Wraithhailer. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Alright, taking a closer look at the front of the package here, you can see just about everything that Thraice comes with. She comes laid out real nicely in the package. You can see the two heads displayed properly, some effects in the back. You can see the circle of Poxxus faction symbol there. You can pause this and read her pretty lengthy bio, which is really nice. And here we have the current state of Mythos on the back. We have some cross-sale here. And I already have a couple of these already in hand, and some we've looked at and some I'm going to be getting soon. So let's get her opened up and take a closer look at everything Thraice comes with. All right, first off, we have her cloak that she comes with, and it is a pretty decently wired cloak. I like the purple color, the satin finish. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit. She comes with two gripping hands with vertical hinges. She has two gripping hands with horizontal hinges on her in the package, and then she comes with two spell casting gesturing hands with horizontal hinges, which I dig. Gotta have spellcasting hands with a magic wielder. She does come with two leather style pauldrons, which I really love. I love the shape of them, how simple they are, and the little silver details on them look really nice. Then she does come with her main weapon, which is this spear here, this magic staff with removable the removable top. It's got this nice translucent bobble on the end, which I really like. Then she comes with the first of her two magic effects. This one is for her arm, and it's got this blue translucent skull, which looks really, really cool. This is going to wrap around her arm. We're going to see how this works here in a little bit. And then we have this larger piece that is even larger than her staff. This is a really cool magic effect that wraps around the staff. And it's got this nicely sculpted snake head on the top, which I really dig, and it's a nice hard translucent plastic. It doesn't feel brittle or anything. It doesn't feel like it's going to break. Has these little wisps that come off, which I really dig because those are going to help with tension, holding it to the staff here. So we're just going to feed the magic staff through here and see how this works, and it fits in there really, really nicely. And I really dig that. Oh, we got to wrap this little thing around the end. And man, that just looks great. It looks like it's emanating from that the blue crystal ball on the end. And it is on there really well. Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to fall off or anything. That's really impressive. I really dig that. And then we have her alternate head here, which is really cool. Now, this is the head that you want to use if you're wearing the cape with the hood up, because all the hair pulls to the front. I love this pulled back look with this little piece that hangs off here in the front. You can see how all the hair swoops forward to get out of the way of that hood. And this is just a beautiful face. The painting on both of these faces is just exquisite. The eyes are incredible. Some of the best painted eyes I have ever seen on a Mythic Legions figure. They're just exquisite. It's just absolutely phenomenal paintwork. Now here is Thraice herself, and she is looking great. I love this fuller hair look. I think it looks great. I love all the detail on her armor. And this like leather style armor just looks incredible. Here's what the two heads look like. You can see how like the front piece here on the left is definitely the same, which is really cool. Nice reuse there. But I do prefer this fuller look than the pulled back look, just personally. I love the color choices. This light purplish blue. And this white hair is just incredible. I do want to pull the head off just to get the hair out of the way so we can look at this nice detail on her cuirass here. It just looks great. All the little straps and strings, the leather bands, the rivets, this nice plated like leather elven style armor, which we've seen before. It just looks incredible. This belt is really, really nice. I love these little elven pads on the side. I love the silver here, I mean the gold here on the front, and then the pouches on this leather belt look really, really cool. She has some nice soft goods here down below, which are wired, and they can, you know, they've got a little posability to them. I like the wire in this. It holds pretty well, and I'm a fan of it. This wire is good enough for me. No loincloth piece or anything other than the soft goods that hang down front. And then the plated and the leather style leg armor and boots looks great. It's a mix of like dark, super dark brown, almost black, and then a lighter brown. And I hope that leathery look is coming across, which looks phenomenal. Now, if you do want to use this cape, what you want to do is just slide it on with the head off like we have it here. And then you want to pull the hood back, and then you want to put on the head where the hair is pulled forward. And that just pops right on. And then, man, I got to tell you, this does look really, really, really cool. I really dig it. This looks great. But this cape is just, the wire's just not quite thick enough to hold it. Now, I'm actually holding that with my hand, but you can see, like, once I let go of it, it just kind of falls back into place. The wire's just not quite thick enough. You can get a couple of pose looks with the cape out of the package, but yeah, it's just not really going to hold much of a dramatic windswept look. It's okay. I'm not complaining. I do love the hood, though. I love the way that this is wired and it comes up over her head. And let me get it out from underneath her hair here. And then it folds and hangs very nicely with that hood. I think it just looks great. It looks really, really nice, and it just adds a lot of mystique to her. And just coupled with that head sculpt, it just looks great. I absolutely love this hood. Now, let's get this head off and let's see what you can do here. Now, you can put the other head on, but that hair in the back is going to hold that hood down. You have no chance of getting that up and around. That's just not going to work. But you can use that head with this, and maybe, you know, maybe pull the cloak back a little bit. And that's not a bad look. I love the purple and the black and the brown. I think it looks great, and it all works very well together. If any of you saw my video on Friday with some customs I was working on, I did show off this particular death and plastic cape that I got off of eBay. They are $13.99. I think in my video I said $11.99, but these capes are incredible. But this cape is beautiful. It's very stiff. The wire it works great. The pauldron, it's got holes for the pauldrons so that you can put the pauldrons on over the cape. And if you want to see how all that works out, and you want to check that out, please check out the video now in the top right corner. You can see how it works. Here, I love that they've left enough room with her hair that you can put the shoulder pauldrons on. So let's do that now. And you can pop the head on with the shoulder pauldrons on, and you can see that they've left plenty of room for the shoulder pauldrons in the back with the hair on, which is fantastic. And it's that attention to detail that just makes the Four Horsemen just exquisite. They just know what they're doing, and they think of everything, and I really appreciate that. Here's what the original, or the other head, looks like with the pauldrons on. You can see that all the hair is pulled forward, and I think it looks fantastic. Let's swap some hands out here, and let's put her spellcasting hand on, and let's see how this effect piece is going to work coming out of her arm. And let's see, what's the best way to do this? Maybe just wrap it around like this. Why is this so difficult for me to figure out? There we have it. But that's kind of upside down. I think I'm just going to need to turn. Let's rotate the hand this way. And there she can kind of like help support it. And I think that looks pretty wicked. That's awesome. And it just works perfectly. And it doesn't feel like it's going to fall off, which is another attention to detail. It's just, that's fantastic. I think that works out great. And now let's check out and see what the staff looks like. Oh, please be careful. I have not heated up this figure. I probably should. I've seen a few people have a couple of breakages with Thraice. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the magic staff in her hand. And that looks pretty phenomenal. This is definitely one of the figures that I was most looking forward to in this line, and it does not disappoint. Now let's talk about the staff for a second. If you have the Poxxus weapons pack, which is phenomenal, by the way, you get lots of stuff. Let's pull this out. You can see everything he comes with. You've got some little bags and little baubles here. You've got some beakers and vials. You've got a book, crow skull. You got some scrolls here, which is really cool. You've got this really cool staff with like this eagle and like cobra head on it, which is really nice. You get this extra belt, which is really cool. This very wicked staff, but this staff right here is the one that I am most interested in, because this is the same staff that comes with Thraice. It's just in a different colorway. And I think this staff works out for her better. It's black and silver. It's got this purple crystal ball on the end. It's the exact same staff, just in a different colorway, and it looks incredible. And I think this is the staff that I'm going to use for her on my shelf. And I know that the effect piece is going to work very well with it. And then, yeah, I just think this looks so much better. I think it just works with her color scheme so perfectly. I just think that looks incredible. Yeah, this is so much better. And I think this is how she's going to go on my shelf. Let's get her down for some size comparisons with some other female characters from Mythic Legions and see how she stacks up. So I want to bring in 2 different female characters here. I'm going to bring her in next to Ilithia, which, you know, of course, that headdress is going to make her stand so much taller, but then also you know, a female elf ranger here, and I think that she stacks up well with these other females in the line. And seeing her next to Ilithia is giving me an idea for a very quick pop and swap. So yeah, if you want to have like casual Friday Thraice, I think, you know, because the skin tones match so perfectly, you just pop her head on Ilithia's body and you've got a dressed down, you know, magic wielder in her like personal like magic robes that she wears around the house, like doing laundry. Man, this just looks incredible. What a great little pop and swap. And I gotta tell you guys, this figure is insane. It's one of the 2 that I was most looking forward to in the line, and we're gonna get to my other favorite one real soon. But she just looks incredible. I'm a sucker for a mage or a magic wielder, especially a female one. There's not enough female characters in the Mythic Legions line for me. I would love some more, and she just fits the bill. She is incredible. She's beautifully sculpted, beautifully painted. She comes with lots of stuff, and if you get that magic wielders pack, man, you can really deck her out with some really cool like scrolls and baubles and all kinds of stuff to just make her, you know, an even more wicked mage than she already is. This figure is phenomenal and definitely one of the standout figures in the line, and with all the parts that she comes with, you can make some pretty wicked customs with her as well. So she is definitely worth picking up if you're a customizer, because the parts and pieces here are just absolutely beautiful. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.